hey, stick to your guns to supersize your business. Now, I was going to look for a gun filter or a gun frame, but I thought, you know what? The word guns, using the word guns is controversial enough, so I think sticking to your guns to supersize and grow your business is plenty of attention getting for the title. Now, let's talk about the expression stick to your guns. Of course, this comes from the military. Most things that involve guns come from warfare or military or some sort of military background with respect to the history of the saying. And this comes from the time when sailors that were at their gun posts in the military were told to stick to their guns. So even if the ship was being overrun by the enemy, they were told and expected to stick to their posts, stick to their guns, and continue battling, you know, probably till the end, until their death. They were expected to stay at their posts, stay with their guns, keep firing, keep doing what they're supposed to do in order to hopefully turn the battle around. Now, by the mid-1700s, this expression, of course, was expanded to apply to anybody who is standing by their convictions, who is standing by something that they believe in and being consistent with that, by not worrying about the consequences, continuing to actually stand up for and share or spout off or behave in a consistent manner with what their I say core values or beliefs are. To me, growing up in the 60s and the 70s, of course, the first thing that comes to mind is the protesters. Not the rioting violently or violent part of protesting, but protesting, standing up for something that you believe in, a core value to you. Think freedom, think the end of war, think peace, think, you know, war on drugs, think, you know, any kind of a charitable thing now, like any kind of disease, fighting against any kind of disease. People will protest and stand up, or, you know, the whole Me Too movement, all of that. Normally I don't talk about that, but all of the movements, all of the things, anything that people stand up for, despite the consequences, is a way of sticking by your guns, of really being consistent with what you say your values are, what you say your core values are. So freedom, love, you know, capitalism, whatever your core beliefs are, you know, big business, small business, freedom to create your own thing, freedom of expression, whatever it is, you know, the First Amendment rights, right? The freedoms of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, always good core values. But whatever your thing is, you behave in a way that's consistent and committed to that cause, that thing, the things that you believe in, that you and your business, in this case, because we're growing and supersizing our business, the things that you say are important to you. Now, leadership in and of itself expects us to be consistent. It expects us to behave in a way that people will know and trust that they can expect how we're going to behave. Now, they don't have to agree with it. They don't have to agree with it, but we're consistent in terms of they know what to expect from us. A confused mind says no, not only with the people that we serve, our customers and our potential customers, but especially with the people that work with us, our partners, our employees. We have to set the example and let them know what to expect. And we do that by sticking to our guns, by being consistent, by letting them know and communicating what we stand for. And again, they don't have to agree, they just have to understand where we're coming from. A lot of times we'll see protests and we'll see things going on in the world that we don't agree with, but you gotta step back and admire people's conviction. Admire the lengths that they'll go to support things that they believe in. You know, every nonprofit, every charitable institution is backed by people that have strong convictions and strong belief in the cause or the thing that they're standing up for. And we need to be willing to do that. We need to be willing to stand up for what we believe in, but then we also need to be consistent and stick to our guns on that. Just because we get people hating on us or telling us that we're wrong doesn't mean we cave in and we stop doing what it is that we're doing. If we do, we're not going to be in business very long, that's for sure. Because there's always going to be a group of people that love us and a group of people that hate us. And, you know, I love the expression, love me or hate me, there's no money in the middle, because it's so true. You have to take a stand. You have to be consistent and stand up for what you believe in if you want to attract the right people to your company and repel those people that aren't for you from your company. Now, it doesn't mean getting yourself in trouble with the law necessarily, but it might happen. There are a lot of people that run Christian businesses that stand up for their beliefs and their Christian faith that push away a lot of people because they don't agree with that religion or that faith or that stance that they're taking. The same thing happens with politics in our businesses. If you take a strong political stance because that's right for you, more power to you, but understand that that will repel a large part of the population. Now, if you're cool with that, awesome, do that, be you. But if you're not, understand that maybe there's certain things that you don't have to be vocal about. You don't have to stand up for, because there are consequences to everything that we do and say. And we just have to know that the consequences are, we're asking for those. We're asking for people to self-select and not be attracted to us. So sticking to your guns will help you to grow and supersize your business, because you'll be attracting the right people, and the wrong people just, they won't even see you, to be honest. Sometimes there'll be a couple of haters, but the vast majority of the people that you're not here to serve, they won't even notice you, because there's so much noise in the world nowadays. It's pretty hard to just notice all that's going on around you, unless it's something that your brain is sifting out and saying, oh yeah, that's for me, I'm attracted to that. So focus on the attributes and the things that you want and the ways you want to serve people that are in alignment with who you are, the business you're building, and who your business is, and be consistent with that. Stick to your guns, knowing that, yep, you're going to lose some customers, because guess what? None of our businesses are for everybody, and we don't want it to be anyway. So work with the customers that are easy to work with, the ones you love to work with, and watch how fast your business grows and how much happy you are running and leading that business. Take care. Have an amazing day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow with another history of another interesting idiom. Take care.